Hello everyone. So in today's video we are going to discuss some of the topics written over here. So first one is complete metric space, second is Cauchy sequence, secondly introduction to fixed point, definition, examples and how you can find fixed point graphically. Third one is contraction mapping principle, its definition, example, converse of contraction mapping, then weak contraction, contraction on a ball, and then continuity. It's a lemma. We will discuss only as it's a statement. Fourth is fixed point theorem. So first one is Brouwer's, Schauder's, Banach. Fifth is extension of contraction principle. We will discuss only two extensions. First is Wong and secondly of Caristi. Sixth is application of Banach theorem. So first application will be of differential equation and second will be of linear equation and third will be of integral equation. In differential equation we will see Picard's existence and uniqueness theorem, and in integral equation we will discuss about Volterra and Fredol integral equation. Okay, Volterra and Fredol. So let us start with complete metric space. And before starting this, I would like to tell you this video is available in Hindi also. And all the videos are available in the playlist. You will get the link in the description. So let us start with the definition. A metric space M is said to be complete metric space if every Cauchy sequence in M is convergent and the point on which the Cauchy sequence is convergent should lie in M. That means, let us say we have a M as a metric space and that particular metric space will be known as complete metric space if all the Cauchy sequence in that particular M is convergent and the point on which that Cauchy sequence is converging, that should lie in M. We have few examples. First is usual metric space is a complete metric space. Second, complex metric space is a complete metric space. So real and complex is a complete metric space. Third, discrete metric space is a complete metric space. Let us say we have 2 points x and y. Both these points are distinct points, they are different points. So we are getting distance, we will get some distance in between both of these points, so we'll get answer 1 in discrete metric space. But in case both of these points are equal, like this is x and this is y, so we will not get any distance, or you can say that the distance will be 0 in case if x is equals to y. As we have seen Cauchy sequence and metric space, so let us discuss what is that. Like if we have a sequence xn and it is Cauchy sequence, if given epsilon greater than 0, there exists a positive number n naught and xm minus xn that is less than epsilon, so that sequence will be known as Cauchy sequence. And we have a condition that n and m should be greater than n naught. This n naught is a positive number. As we have said, there exists a positive number. It will be more clear from the figure. Like in the Cauchy sequence, we talk about two sequences like xn and xm, and both distance between both of these Cauchy sequence starts to decrease. Okay, like in the second figure, we cannot say this is a Cauchy sequence because the distance between both of these sequence is not getting closure. It will go like this, continue like this. Okay, so this is an example of not a Cauchy sequence, and this one is Cauchy sequence. This sequence is also known as fundamental sequence, and we have an example, an sequence xn where this xn is equals to 1 by n. This is a fundamental sequence. Now let us come to our topic, that is fixed point theory. I hope you're clear with the complete metric space and the Cauchy sequence, because we are going to repeat these terms numerous times. So first of all, let us see what is definition of fixed point. We are considering a map and it is a self map. Map means where the domain and codomain is equal. So we took the self mapping T. So the point which remains unchanged after going through the transformation T is called fixed point. So let us understand this in this way. This is your space X, domain and codomain, and a mapping T from domain to codomain, and let us say we have a point P in the domain, okay, where P belongs to this X. So this P will be a fixed point if after the transformation it remains the same, like it has gone through the transformation T and then also the image is exactly same, like T of P is equals to P. This remains unchanged, so this point P will be the fixed point. So I hope now it's clear. Then we have a remark that fixed point is a, let me change the thickness. So fixed point is an element of the domain that is mapped to itself, like this P belongs to the space X and this X is a domain, like we have to take the points from domain and it will be a fixed point if T of P is equals to P. That means it remains unchanged. Let us understand this through some illustrations. We have examples, like first is a case of unique fixed point, like you will get a unique point, a single fixed point. An example of that is T of P is equals to P by 9 and it is defined on R, means your domain and codomain will be R. So here P is equals to 0 is the only unique fixed point we will get, because T of 0 is equals to 0 by 9, that is equals to 0. So T of 0 is equals to 0. 0 is the fixed point because it remains unchanged. Then we have a case second, and this case is of two fixed point. T of P is equals to P square. So in this case we are getting two fixed point. First is T of 0 is equals to 0, T of 1 is equals to 1, because 0 square is 0, 1 square is 1. Third is the case of infinite fixed point. So it is very simple. If T is an identity mapping, then it will have infinite number of fixed point T of P. Like if I take T of 1 is equals to 1, this is an example. T of 2 is equals to 2, because it is an identity mapping. It will identify the same element we are taking from the domain. Next is fourth case of no fixed point. So T of P is equals to 8 plus P. You will not get any point in this case, because 8, if some constant is added in the transformation, so there is no chance that you will get the same element which you are taking from the domain. Like T of P is equals to 8 plus P. If I take 0, then again 0 plus 8 is equals to 8. Always it will add 8 in the image, so there is no chance that we will get any fixed point. So this is the case that no fixed point will exist. Our next topic is how to find fixed point graphically. So first of all, let us come to this graph. What we have to do is we have to take a diagonal line, and the equation of diagonal line is y is equals to x. So in this, let us take an example that we have a transformation T of x is equals to x cube plus 4x square minus 3x minus 16. So we have to find the fixed point of this transformation irrespective of finding it in this way. Okay, we will simply, what we have to do is we have to find the fixed point of this transformation graphically. So as you can see, this graph is going, this graph is going in this way. So the points which are intersecting, on the diagonal line, means the intersection of the diagonal line and the transformation will give you the fixed point. So this the transformation line, this diagonal line and the transformation line is intersecting at 3 points. As you can see, it is marked with the black dots. It is intersecting at 3 points, and these points are 2, -2 and -4. So these are the fixed points. So as you can see over here, I have took 2, -2 and -4, and the image is exactly same. So let us take t as a function whose fixed point needs to be determined. So the intersection of the function t and the diagonal line will give you the required fixed point. I hope this is clear that for finding the fixed point graphically, you just have to see the intersection points with the diagonal line. Our next topic is contraction mapping principle, and we will see this topic in our next lecture. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. And one more thing, if you want any lectures in English, you can tell me the topics. I will surely upload it as soon as possible, because usually my all videos are in Hindi. I will try to upload it in English also. And thank you very much for listening. Thank you. Bye bye.